and again. Seen down the lens of a laser microscope, the dividing egg looks like a strange berry. It's a cluster of 8 identical cells. But they won't be identical for long. As Philippa and Jeff continue life as usual, they're completely unaware of the changes going on inside Philippa's body. Hour after hour, the fertilized egg continues to change, and all the time, it's journeying along her fallopian tube towards her uterus. Her uterus too is transforming. Its lining has swollen and thickened. We're seeing a part of the lining magnified almost 10,000 times. It's the landing ground for the fertilized egg. But the egg establishes itself in the womb in a very unexpected manner that will set the tone for the next 9 months. This is Hirudo medicinalis, better known to you and me as a leech. It's a parasite. It takes whatever it needs to live by sucking the blood of whatever it can latch onto. In this case, that's me. As it sucks my blood, it takes from it all that it needs to live. It literally lives off me. And the whole of pregnancy is shaped by a similar kind of parasitic relationship. Unlike the leech, the developing embryo doesn't suck the mother's blood, but it does raid her blood for the raw materials it needs to grow. From the word go, both leech and embryo are out for themselves. The cells of the embryo spread out as they divide and invade the mother's uterus. It's almost an aggressive attack. But surprisingly, the army of foreign cells does not meet any resistance from the mother's own defense systems. If anything else grew inside her at the same tireless rate, it would either be killed or eventually it would kill her. Quite how the embryo pulls off this life-saving trick remains a mystery. It's around now that a woman may for the first time sense there's something going on in her body.
I tend to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anyway, and I woke up and I suddenly had this urge to try out the pregnancy test kit. So I was sort of rattling around in the dark, opening drawers and bashing away, and I'm not quite sure what Jeff thought was going on. And then I disappeared into the bathroom for 10 minutes. And I mean, this was all at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I crawled back into bed. Sort of said, oh, I think we have liftoff almost. It's been a success. And we did wander around for a couple of days after that, grinning at each other like treasure cats.
But the struggle of pregnancy is by no means over. It's really only just starting. This is what's growing inside Philippa's womb just 3 weeks after fertilization. The round ball is the yolk sac, a temporary food store. Stretched across the top is the embryo itself. Within it, thousands of new cells are created every second. And somehow, they are given instructions to where they fit in. This long column is the foundation of the nervous system and the brain. The basic layout of the body is, from a very early stage, quite familiar. At 6 weeks, the developing spine is bent double. The butt of an arm is beginning to form near the top. This is the head. But the exact details of each embryo are unique. It's being built to a genetic blueprint which is a one-off, never tried before. Work starts at the head and progresses down. By 6.5 weeks, that makes the head, on the left, disproportionately large. All 4 limbs have sprouted, though the right arm is hidden behind the umbilical cord. But as the embryo's genetic blueprint is brand new, it's never actually been tested. Each new step could reveal a fatal mistake, and they're much more common than you might think. It's a harsh reality, but what you see here will not inevitably become a baby. 5 out of 6 embryos will not have survived up to 8 weeks in the womb. It's almost impossible to see a developing feature and not imagine it finished. But the truth is, this will only become an eye if luck stays on its side. Every moment we watch, this embryo is taking another step into uncharted territory. The embryo has reached 8 weeks. It looks like it may become a boy, but in fact, what you're looking at could develop not into a penis, but a clitoris. The embryo's sex is hidden. For now, both male and female look the same. Also hidden is the construction work inside the body. Millions of cells are becoming bone, lungs, and brain. At this stage, 9 weeks, the stomach is producing its own digestive juices and the heart has started its vigorous pumping. We now call it not an embryo, but a fetus. But the name change doesn't mean its future is any more assured. The risk of failure still accompanies each new development. Footprints and palm prints are engraved. All the time, the work is fueled by the supply line, the umbilical cord linking the fetus to the mother.